Hey guys, Jason here at Northern Soul Sportswear, and I've got, I've actually got a video I should have put out yesterday. Didn't get around to filming it, far too busy. So it would have gone in Throwback Thursday, so I guess this is going to be Freaky Friday. So we're going to be looking at some technology which just didn't take off. Just didn't take off at all, went down, came out, disappeared, went down like a fart in a spacesuit. Just, it wasn't well received. And it's actually from a company which, dipped into lacrosse, disappeared from lacrosse. We're looking at Under Armour. So now the freaky thing about these sticks isn't the freakishly hard mesh that's in them. I found these upstairs in the kind of vintage vault area of the old sticks that I collect. And I literally put my hand in this mesh. And let's see if you can hear it on the microphone. I don't know if you can hear that. It's so crunchy. It's like the hardest of hard mesh. Let's see if the mic picks this one. I've got a new microphone, so hopefully you can hear me a little bit better. But it's really hard. I mean, I can't explain to you how hard this mesh is. This black one especially. I think you can actually grate cheese through this mesh. It's so hard, it's unbelievable. I mean, trying to pound this out with the back of your hand, you'd be shredding into pieces. Anyway, it's not the freakishly hard mesh. It is these weird little things on the top here. And it's on both these models. I'm not sure if this was just kind of like something that came out the one time. But there's these little bits that kind of attach the mesh. I don't know if you can tell, it might be easier on this one against the white. But there's little screws in there. And you can kind of unstring it, unscrew it, and that's how the mesh is held in place. There's no top string as such. It is top clips, I guess, I don't know. But these things just like kind of clip in, it clips the mesh to the top, which I don't know, somebody at T22 would have thought it was a good idea at the time, and it didn't take off. So these two models ahead, we've got the Revenant, and we've got the Playmaker. Now, I'm pretty sure I saw these in, it was my first visit to LaxCon. I remember it was in Philly, but I can't remember if it was like 2011, 2012 maybe. But I went to the lacrosse convention and went and checked these heads out and, saw these little clip things and just thought, oh, that's interesting. And it just kind of came and went. But I don't remember seeing many people using these heads either. I mean, let's have a look at this one first. We've got a Playmaker. So kind of interesting that you've got all these little cutouts here on the top rail. And tell you what really is interesting. When you feel some of these heads, considering these are only kind of like, 12, 13-year-old heads. Can't remember the exact date these came out, but round about then. But, I'm not even really trying to squash that, but this one, the same, side was almost touch. The plastic has just moved on so much in recent years. It's unbelievable, and, when we buy a head now, we're looking for a stiffer head so it doesn't contort when you're shooting, it holds up defensively, good on ground balls, not folding on itself, and you just feel the plastic on some of these older sticks and you just think, is that really kind of what we were playing with? Well, yeah, it clearly is. And this is only just over a decade old. But these little clips, they just didn't stick around for long. You can get a good look at the sidewall, but I mean, again, awesome factory pocket there, That's the hardest of the hard mesh. Like I say, it's pretty unpleasant to put your hand in that and try and pound that thing out. We've got another bit here on the Playmaker, which again is pretty unusual. Again, another idea, never really took off. And so you see, it's not got, there is sidewall holes in here. And I guess this is something you could either choose to use or not use. But there's like this little black bit here comes through the side with these little, so I'll move the mesh out of the way, maybe you can see that a bit better. But these little nubs, you see it sticking out? And you string through the hole in the nub So I guess you could remove this thing and just use the sidewall holes, but you know, I guess it was a way of you know, creating a narrower pocket maybe, because we're stringing to the inside. Now, you know, was it that this was kind of early stringing to the inside? Don't know, maybe. But again, it's just something we just don't remember being popular at all. You know, don't really remember this head too much, to be honest. There's not many heads that come out on the market where, you know, I played for too long, but I've just got a good memory for heads, and this kind of passed me by, and this kind of passed me by. Remember the Under Armour Charge? There was a Charge 2. You know, they brought a couple of, you know, okay heads out, but you know, these, not so sure. You know, kind of cool UA design on the throat there. You know, some interesting cutouts to drop some weight in this one. You know, that bottom rail, kind of strange design, but you know, very different. And obviously these little buttons, the little screw system. But yeah, a couple of heads that didn't really stick around too long. You know, unfortunately, Under Armour didn't stick around, you know, too long in the game. Kind of a shame, because they had, you know, some good stuff. But obviously, all the guys who are at T22, you know, many of those people are still around running Gate, and you know, Gate is producing some, you know, certainly the women's side of the game, some phenomenal equipment. And I think it's fair to say some of the men's equipment is a little bit behind in comparison to their women's equipment, the impact it's had on the game. But you know, don't kind of sleep on Gate. You know, they're going to be coming out with some awesome stuff, I'm sure. And they have had some really good men's products. But certainly these things, you know, didn't last too long. And you know, looking back at some of this tech which didn't really take off, kind of interesting to look back on. Who knows? Could be something we see again in the future. I don't know. So I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and if you have, make sure you like and subscribe. Loads of content. We're settled in at our new place now, so we'll be trying to produce a few more videos for you, and look out for all the new reviews. We've got a lot of new product that's coming out later this year that we're starting to do review videos for. Near release time, we'll be showing those videos right here on YouTube, so stay tuned.